What's going on, everyone? It's me, your favorite science experiment, also known as your favorite mistake, also known as Armed OG Triple OG, and I'm back with another Subnautica video. But as always, before we get into that, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. And if you like what you see, please consider, well, if you like what you see throughout the course of this video, please consider subscribing, or else I don't know, a sand shark will come and haunt your dream tonight. But now, if you didn't see my last video, I got the sea moth. I got the shoot, I forgot what this room is called. The docking bay? I forgot what it's called. Oh, the moon pool, that's right. I got the moon pool, the radio, I'm pretty sure. The battery charger, and then my hazmat suit. My radiation suit, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And so, after yesterday's video, I pretty much immediately got off. But towards the end of yesterday's video, I got this radio message, so I'm going to go ahead and see what it says.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's, well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers for the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the radio. So I want to try to get some stuff done in the meantime, like possibly try to get the modification station, but I need a diamond. And diamonds spawn relatively, I wouldn't say like super deep, but they spawn pretty low. Computer chip, titanium, and diamond, and lead. So what I would like to do instead, wait, I still don't have the propulsion cannon. What am I doing? Do I even have the recipe? No, I don't. Because I want to try to get the depth module Mark III from the Aurora. But I don't have the propulsion cannon, which means I don't know if I'll be able to get around in there. Because the way I go, wait, no, not the depth, not the Mark III, but the Mark I. Because the way I go to get there requires you to, like, either jump over some stuff or to use the propulsion cannon. But what I will, however, do is check out this wreckage because I've been here for a while and I still haven't explored it. Maybe I'll get the propulsion cannon and fragments from here. Hopefully. So today's topic. Yesterday I saw this video. Do I already have the laser cutter learned? Yes, I do. There is something that you can get from this wreckage, but I forgot what it is. But anyways, today's topic of discussion. Yesterday I saw this video, and it was a video talking about brain rot. And how society is becoming pretty much idiots because of it. Wait, I forgot how to get into this wreckage. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'm trying to focus because I don't want to be in here for too long. Because of my oxygen. I don't have that much oxygen. I forgot what you can even get from this wreckage. So anyways, so to start off, these iPad kids, the brain rot content, like Cocomelon, it's outrageous, dude. In fact, so a study was done to see just how much is, like, how many kids are being affected by this brain rot content, and 1 out of every 5 kids have slowed reading and have, well, shoot, I forgot if it was slowed reading or slowed speaking. I think it was slowed speaking. Like they couldn't speak as like, they basically couldn't speak as fast as they should for their age, and as much as they should for their age. What is that? I forgot where to go now. Oh, that's right. And it was bad. Like it was 1 out of 5 kids were affected like this, and that's a record for an all-time high right now. Like that record is an all-time high. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have came over here. Cause look at my oxygen. Already halfway done, and I'm not even halfway done exploring this. But there are a lot of recipes in here for stuff that I already have. Okay, why can't you hear them talking? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me go adjust my settings really quickly. Right after I surface. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And as you may notice, like pretty much all the noise is much quieter. And the reason for that is because after last video, I realized that I played a message from the radio at the beginning of the video, and you could barely hear them talking. So that's why I lowered the volume of pretty much everything except for the audio, like the voices. I mean, like the voice messages from the radio and stuff. But anyways, back to this iPad kid brain rot stuff. There was this kid speaking. Oh, anyways, wait, shoot, was I talking about this? No, okay, so I think I was talking about this kid. It's 1 of 5 kids that have like slowed speaking because of brain rot. And then there was this one kid who was like watching Cocomelon pretty much every day. And then his speaking was slowed, like he wasn't at the level it should be for his age. It wasn't at the level it should be for his age. And his mom took away Cocomelon, and it pretty much instantly sped up to where it should be. And the reason is because Cocomelon, it changes scenes every, like, there is no scene that lasts longer than 5 seconds. Like, no one scene. It changes scenes every 5 seconds at most. Pretty much, as far as I know anyways. And that's obviously really attracting to a kid because it's really engaging, and kids don't have a really long attention span. And also, they use bright colors and bright and vibrant colors to keep the kid engaged, because it overloads a kid's I forgot how they phrased it, but it basically like overloads a kid's eyes. That's not how they phrased it, but like I said, I forgot how they phrased it. And obviously that's really appealing to a kid, is seeing all those bright colors. And then I saw this kid. There were 2 kids that I want to talk about, but I'll talk about one of them right now. There was like this complete iPad kid, dude, on a plane, and the plane's Wi-Fi was like disengaged or whatever because it's a plane. And since the Wi-Fi wasn't working, I guess the mom took the kid's tablet away, and this kid started freaking out and crying and screaming and throwing a full-on temper tantrum. In fact, most people that were on the plane described it as a flight from hell. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like bad. And they played like a 2-second clip of this kid screaming and yelling, and then that was enough for me. I already had enough. I was already annoyed. And secondly, there was this other kid that was like, I don't even know. He was saying a bunch of like gibberish and stuff. He was like talking, and they call it brain rot slang. He was like saying skibbity toilet and stuff. Well, not skibbity toilet, but he was like saying skibbity and Sigmas in Ohio and Rizzler and stuff like that. Phantom Text. And obviously that sounds like a bunch of gibberish to us, but like this kid was like full on saying regular, to him it was like a regular sentence about alcohol. And I was just so lost because it was a bunch of gibberish. And I saw this other video, and it was like, well, no, I saw another part of the video, because I got all this from one video, and it was like, speaking is our main form of communicating. So, what happens when our kid, like these brain rot kids grow up and they speak slow? Or what happens if in a few generations from now people can't speak at all? Like, we're fucked. Because speaking is how we, like, obviously communicate and not die. It's how we survive as a race. Well, one of the ways we survive as a race. I mean, if you don't believe me, I know you're not really. I know not everyone's religious, but I am. I'm a Christian, and so that's why I'm using this example. So in the Tower of Babel, these people were planning to build a tower to get to heaven. This is also the story of how all the different languages came to be, according from a Christian standpoint, or most of the languages, anyways. So there were these guys that were building a tower, the Tower of Babel, to try and get to heaven, and God was not happy about this, so he started making them speak different languages so that way they couldn't communicate effectively. And obviously, they pretty much almost immediately stopped trying to build the tower. Because speaking is a key component and necessity to our daily lives. Anyways, so what happens when there's a generation that can't speak at all? Because of all this brain rot content. A propulsion cannon learned. Let's go. I just think it's crazy. There was something else I wanted to talk about from this video. Oh yeah, apparently iPad kids, like kids that spend more time on their electronics, tend to be more disrespectful to their parents. There was this girl talked about in this video who had an entire birthday party, and she had a bunch of friends over, a bunch of presents over. I mean, like, she had like a bunch of presents to open and a bunch of friends over. And I think she was like 7, 8, 9, or 10 or something like that. And she didn't care about any of them. She just spent the entire party playing Roblox on her iPad. She didn't speak to anyone, which is, like, in my opinion, kind of disrespectful. I mean, like, they're there for you, and you're not even gonna talk to them. But who knows? I may just be crazy. And then what else did I want to talk about from this video that I saw? Oh yeah, apparently, like, brain rot will also cause your brain to shrink. Like watching too much of that stuff. Like watching too much brain rot content. And the worst part is, people make it because they make millions from it, even though it's damaging society. As well as social media apps and platforms like TikTok are designed to keep you scrolling and watching more brain rot content.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so what is the recipe for the propulsion cannon? Battery, titanium, and wiring kit. Do I have silver? I don't think so. Okay. And then also, while iPad kids do have more of a tendency to be disrespectful to their parents, it's not just like their parents. Like, they're being like disrespectful to everyone, even their teachers at school. Like, this one teacher reported that she had chairs and shoes thrown at her for, like, I think she was like taking away some kid's electronic or something, or maybe she wasn't even doing that. She didn't say why the kid was doing, like, why the kid was throwing shoes and chairs at her, but she said that a student was throwing chairs and shoes at her. See, I don't think I could be a teacher for that reason, because the second student disrespects me, I'm gonna, like, beat them senseless, and I'll probably get fired and go to jail for child abuse. Okay. That's what happened to Liam Neeson. He was going to be a teacher, and obviously, if you don't know how teacher school works, sometimes they make you go into a real classroom and teach an actual lesson as part of your training. And, yeah, some kid was being disrespectful to Liam Neeson, and so he punched him. And then, obviously, he got expelled from the school, and he went on to be an actor instead. Okay, before I do that, okay. Let me go ahead and eat these. Okay, now that I'm done with that, do I have enough time to go to the Aurora and get the fragment? Well, I guess I'll find out. Well, I don't know.
Welcome aboard Cal Systems.
I mean, not the fragment, but the depth module. Well, if the Reaper Leviathan doesn't slow me down, if the Reaper Leviathan isn't in the way, I'll have enough time. Before I do anything else, though, let me go ahead and save. Because if the sea moth gets destroyed, I'm going to be mad. Maybe I could just leave and use my sea glide. But I'm pretty sure the sea moth allows you to travel slightly faster than the sea glide. And as for the kid on the plane, the kid that was screaming and throwing a temper tantrum because his mom took his iPad away at the beginning of the flight and made everyone else's flight miserable. Even if I wasn't that kid's parent, I would have at least done something to that kid. Because this kid, not only was he throwing a temper tantrum, but he was like supposedly running up and down the aisles of the plane. And when he was doing that, I would have stuck my foot out and tripped him. Would I have felt bad about it? Probably. But yeah, he wouldn't be crying anymore. Or actually, he probably would because he was a little kid. So at least he would have a real reason to be crying then, because he just fell and face planted into the floor. I did that to a kid once. I used to do karate, and there was this kid one day after class, like running through the halls, and I tripped him for no reason, and I felt really bad about it. And I still feel bad about it today sometimes. Because this kid was just like running around the halls, minding his own business, and I tripped him for no reason. No one ever caught me though. Maybe that's why I feel bad about it. Anyways, hopefully the Reaper Leviathan isn't in the way. Okay, I am a little bit nervous, so I'm gonna like shut up and focus now.
Life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have devastating effects on the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
Okay, there we go. I successfully made it. So I believe I do need to go this way. Wait, do I? Because there's a specific way that you're supposed to go.
Warning, ship's structural integrity is low.
Okay, good thing I checked because I think I was going the wrong way.
Cutters may be required. Exploration is conducted at your own risk.
Well, I forgot. Will I even need a laser cutter? A laser cutter to get there?
Caution. Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain human tissues.
Yeah. Let me just go ahead and put that out. Cargo bay administration.
Integrating new PDA data. Aurora systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data.
I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to miss the sunbeam. Wait, hold on, back.
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies.
What? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, and I'm back. It's apparently... It's this. There we go. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I'm a little bit nervous because, like I said, I don't want to miss the sunbeam, and I'm getting very close to the time.
Integrating new PDA data.
So I'm trying to, like, rush this. Seamoth Bay. There we go.
Integrating new PDA data.
Depth module Mark 1. There we go. I will probably come back in the future for the prawn suit fragments. Oh, dee da dee da. Sorry about that. I was just organizing my inventory a little bit. Now I just gotta make sure I am able to get out without the Reaper Leviathan destroying my Seamoth. You know what? Let me go and repair it. And then GTFO. Okay, that's weird. I'm pretty sure I had the Reaper roars at the beginning when I went there, but I did not hear them just now when I was leaving. Which is a little bit odd to me. Okay, 2 medkits. I will be heading back to my base before I head there for some food and water. And hopefully I'm not late. Because I'm getting very close to the time. I'm honestly starting, well, not honestly, but I don't know. I'm like starting to question humanity's decisions. Because of all these iPad kids and stuff. It's gotten bad. Okay, how far away is this? Yeah, I'll be fine. Okay, so now all I need is I forgot what it's called, but it's like the like the module place, like so you can craft the modules. If I have that unlocked, then I'll be able to, and I make that, I'll be able to make the depth module Mark 2 and the depth module Mark 3.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's go ahead and throw these in there. Let's go ahead and equip this. Let me just go ahead and save again. And then not only is all this brain rot content bad, obviously, but then if you know the channel Tomorrow's Teachings, then you'll know what I'm talking about before I even say anything. Yeah, that channel needs to be banned for so many reasons. Okay, now I'm gonna start heading over there, and yeah. Tomorrow's Teachings they started out as like kind of an off-brand Darman, but then they just kind of became the laughing stock of YouTube because they're super racist and offensive, and no one in Tomorrow's Teachings can act, and then they'll make an entire video and then at the end of the video they'll obviously like say what the life lesson is, which will pretty much have almost nothing to do with the video. And then as for the plot, for most of them, take whatever you think about. So if you're watching a Tomorrow's Teachings video and you think you're following the plot, and you think you know what's gonna happen next, take that idea and throw it out the window and replace it with pretty much anything, and then you have the plot of the rest of the plot of the video, possibly, if you obviously guess it correctly. Like I said, their videos are so crazy. Like I said, take whatever you think what's gonna happen next and just throw it out the window, and just pick anything besides that. Anyways, Thalassophobia is triggered. Okay, but after the sunbeam explodes and I go back to my base, I'm probably gonna end the video. I should have probably brought the purple tablet with me. Oh, look at that radio signal. It's night and I can't see. Well, I can't see stuff.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify it.
Is that a floating bird? Before you say that's a stupid question, of course it's a floating bird. Birds fly. No, it wasn't moving or anything. It was just sitting there floating. Okay, well, that's pretty much everything I want to check out. So, I'll see you guys in a minute when the sunbeam explodes. Okay, guys, and I'm back, and, yeah, the sunbeam should be approaching any second now. And you can hear the cannon powering up. Because, yeah.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Well, that was kind of depressing. But, yeah, sounds about right. Now, I'm gonna go back to my base and in the video.
Welcome aboard.
Because, why not? Okay, so that was something, I will say. I did watch a video on what would happen if you were to disable the if you managed to somehow successfully disable the cannons before the sunbeam arrived, and they had to use commands for that because I don't know if anyone could disable the cannons before the sunbeam arrives, but if you were to somehow do it, then the sunbeam, I forgot what it is, but then there's like there's a reason why they can't land. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. I forgot what that reason is, but yeah, they still have a reason why why the sunbeam can't land. Anyways. Almost back to my base, and I'm super pumped about it because of how low my water and hunger are. Well, my hunger is not. I'm not too worried about. I'm not too worried about. Maybe I should make the radiation suit. I mean, the water filtration suit. I'm not sure how good it is, but it might help me with my water. Almost back to my base. So I was looking at my views and stuff while I was waiting for the timer to go down. Well, in between, like, when I got to the island and when the sunbeam arrived, I was looking at, like, my videos and stuff. And I don't know why, but I got a lot of views on my last Subnautica video. I got more views than I have in a while. I mean, I have an old video that's getting lots of views, and I'm not really sure why, but that video is weird. I mean, the other video that's getting lots of views, because sometimes it will get like no views, and then other times it would just skyrocket. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end this video. So remember, if you liked what you saw, please consider liking and subscribing. It's free and it will majorly help me out. Think of it like a good deed, if you will. Anyways, until next time, goodbye.